Hi, this is Sriram, the director of 8 Cents, and this is our crew of 8 Cents which is worked. Honestly say it was an amazing job we did. Since my college days, I have a passion of making film and it comes true, and I can say that it is a really tough job to maintain and form the crew, and along with the job it was really tough. Actually I think we did a very great job, and I would like to say thank you to Filmwallas as well as HCL and my crew.
It really was, yeah. The crew definitely was a tough part to start with. We really did not have much of an idea of what was expected from us, but then Sriram and myself had already decided that we would definitely want to participate in this competition and make this movie. But then, not much in our hand. We did not know who would be the cinematographer of this movie, where we were going to shoot this movie, or who are going to be the part of the crew actually for the character. But then we just started it with a small discussion along with one of our friends, Pratish. From there, we just took it forward, and we got friends of friends who were willing to be part of our movie. Then we met our cinematographer Anush, Yogesh, his crew, and Sashi, who really helped us in editing as well as shooting this movie. It was really wonderful working with all of them. And then we also were looking out for two really much fitted characters for this movie. And fortunately, we were able to identify Charles as well as Ram, who are our colleagues at work. I don't know if anybody else would have fit into this role as perfectly as these guys did. It was really a wonderful job, Charles.
Hi guys, it's my childhood dream to become an actor, and I would like to thank my director Sriram over here for giving me such a challenging role. This is my first movie, and also on top of that, with no dialogues, it has been quite a challenging to convey the message through just by our acting skills. So, and also I would like to thank Ram for being supportive and acting along with us to raise this one.
Thanks, Charles. Very well said. Just to talk about the silent movie, though it was silent, our sound engineer and music director, Mr. Rishi, made it very successful in such a way that the message and the point that we wanted to communicate, clarify, or to convey to the society, to the viewers, were very clear and to the point. So I would like to thank very much our music director, Rishi. And when it comes to my role, I was asked to be a part of it. I had no clue what I was supposed to do, what would be my role, and how long would it be, and how effective would it be. But then when I hit the floor, I was told I got to know about the story, and I was asked to play my role. I did it, and it turned out extremely well. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. It has been fun and amazing working with the director, the crew, and whosoever supported us. Thank you so much.
As everybody said, it's a challenging thing without any dialogues to compose the music. So it's a main important thing for the future 6 round. It's the main important thing. So we used to compose everything. We used to play smartly, and while I am composing, I think like I'm playing like an Hollywood film. So and I used to add small effects on the music, and I think the music played an important role in the film. So I like to thank all the crew for a major opportunity for me.
Right, as Rishi was mentioning, right, the uniqueness about this movie was it being completely a silent movie. So it was a really tough task for us to convey most of our messages through the music. But then we were able to convey what we needed, and Rishi was able to quickly receive what we actually were expecting, and he was able to produce the output as it was needed, and it had went very well along with the movie. And there were a couple of instances where we really needed a message to be conveyed, which couldn't be done entirely through music. But then Rishi and Sriram came up with a brilliant idea of conveying the message from text to speech software, and then that actually did the magic of conveying a bit of a message whenever there was needed, right? So overall it was really a wonderful movie. It was fun working with the entire crew. We were unable to actually get the cinematographer and the editor to work for today's session, but then we are sure that you would get to meet them very soon. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, HCL, to have given this wonderful opportunity to us while we are doing our regular jobs, and also Filmwallas to have set up such a platform which helps people from various fields or backgrounds to be able to be part of movie making, or which actually helps them get their passion not fade away. Thank you so much, Filmwallas, for this wonderful opportunity on behalf of my entire crew.
Okay.
Oh yeah, forgot to mention about the very important part, the production, Fame and Fortune production. I would definitely want to show you guys what inspired me to name the production as Fame and Fortune. So here is our guy most important for that, Fame. So this is Fame, and this movie, which is my first movie as the producer, is dedicated to him. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so very much, Filmwallas and HCL.